Okay, so basically I did not make a video for episodes 9 and 10 because that was my birth week and I was celebrating literally almost every day, so I didn't have time to record and edit. But I'm gonna speed run my notes. I think it was literally the next day Jun-seo and Ji-yeon went to Inferno again, and I was like, so they're getting married. No doubt about it, they're getting married. Yeah. And then I knew that Jung-soo was gonna pick Yoojin because there's nothing like romantic there, and they were probably just gonna go as friends and have fun, which that's exactly what they did. Tae-hwan picked Ji-yeon again, and it was kind of weird just watching Ji-yeon and Jung-soo sit next to each other and not say a thing. And she was also like really trying to avoid eye contact. Ji-yeon and Jun-seo get into a little scramble, and it lasts for like 2 seconds because as soon as he starts trying to put like the little fringes on her shoulder, she instantly is like, oh, I'm in love with you again. You can never do anything wrong to me. She like folded so fast, like she did not stay like mad for long, like at all. She's in love. She is in love. I don't know what to say, guys. She's in love. And then after that, there is a double date between Jun-seo, Ji-yeon, Yoojin, and Jung-soo. And we see that Ji-yeon gets mad because Jun-seo is really competitive and keeps calling her hey instead of her name. And then she's looking over at Jung-soo, who's having so much fun with Yoojin. And low-key, both men are low-key like paying attention to Yoojin than they are to her. Jung-soo does keep looking at her and trying to talk to Ji-yeon, but she's just being really bitter, which I understand. I get it. I didn't really care about any of these dates. They were kind of boring, but we did find out that, you remember when the episode before when Ji-yeon and Tae-hwan went to paradise and it looked so lovey-dovey and romantic? Yeah, it was all a lie. The producers made us feel like they were in love, but there was no love there. Yeah. It's the editing that they did to make it look like they were in love, and then the editing that they did to make us feel like they weren't in love. Y'all aren't right for that. Yeah, the producers were just very messy this episode between the double date and the editing of the one date. Really messy. But low-key, like, Ji-yeon and Tae-hwan, their futures really don't align. Like, he's for the culture. He's so culture. And then Ji-yeon wants to start a family. She just wants a family. She wants to be loved. She wants to love. That's it. And it's so different the way both of them think. Like, and every time she's like, don't you want to ask me something? He's like, not really. If I have a question, I'll ask you. Hello? This boy stresses me out. Hyjin being bold, and when as they were like, who do you like, or who, whatever, yada yada yada, like, who do you like? And she was like, I like Jong-hoon. And I was like, period, get your man. They went to have a little chat on the side. They're in love. Nobody can break them up, and that's period. Also, I thought Jun-seo fell asleep while Ji-yeon was talking like the entire conversation, but he was asleep. He was just doing that act of listening sleep. You know when you close your eyes and you're like basically on the verge of sleep, but you can still like hear everything going on around you. And if something like somebody says your name or you hear like little things and you're like, yeah, that's what he was doing. He was asleep though. He was. The games kind of irritated me because Min-sol gave up so easily. Like, as soon as she had the perfect opportunity to win, she like was like, I'm tired, I'm out of steam, and lost. And that's why you also lost your man. Girl, like what? This is she made me so mad. She made me so mad. Also, at that point when Minsol had lost, Ji-yeon kind of made me mad that she was trying so hard. Like, I get it, but I don't get it, because your man is going to be on that island. But I do get that she was actually trying to get that date with Jun-seo. So that makes sense that she was trying so hard, because Yoojin probably would have took him. Maybe. But we actually find out that she wasn't going to take, no, she was going to take him, maybe. I don't know. I do not know. So Ji-yeon finally tells Tae-ho that she doesn't really like him. Like, he's not in her top. He's not her top 2. And I wish he had said that sooner. And I kind of feel bad for Tae-ho, but I also don't feel bad because he was indeed love bombing. So yeah, that's why I don't feel bad. But at the same time, I wish he would have told him sooner. So maybe there could have been a love between him and Yoojin, you know? So yeah. And yeah, that's it for 9 and 10. Let's get into our regularly scheduled program. Hello again. I am my Renee, for those who do not know me yet, and welcome. And to those of you who are returning, coming back, coming to see me again, coming for another chat, another kiki, another, yeah. Thank you for coming back. I love you so much. I'm glad you're here again. How are you? Matter of fact, how are all of y'all? I could be better. I'm poor. And life is lifing. Life is lifing. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. Let me tell you what is it about. Singles Inferno has come to an end, and I now do not know what to do with my life from here on out. What do I do? For the past couple weeks, my life has been every Tuesday, Singles Inferno. I'm gonna watch Singles Inferno on Tuesday. When's Tuesday coming around? I can't wait for Singles Inferno. And now, in just a couple days, there's no Singles Inferno to look forward to. What do I do? So yeah. We've come to an end, and I'm about to talk about it because, well, it was kind of predictable. The end was very predictable. I predicted everything that was gonna happen. Like, I had predicted it was gonna be no. We'll talk about that later. But basically the couples, except one, I knew both couples were gonna happen. But let's get into the video. Let's get to chatting. Dong-ho is so real. Where can I find a man like him at? Because he literally both told Haelin and Yoojin. He said, Yoojin, I didn't know you liked me until way too late. There's no chance that I'm gonna fall for you. And for Haelin, I like another girl more than you. We have more chats. I like her. So I'll never get there with you. He literally told both those girls, stop. You're never gonna be the one. Oh, where can I find me a Dong-ho? I need a man like that. I need him to tell every girl, I've actually found the one. There's no chance that you're ever going to be the one for me. Like, period. King. Also, after that happened, I was literally like, so we only have one confirmed relationship, and that's just A-rin and Dong-ho. And of course, they're gonna be one of the matching couples. Like, from episode 11, I'm like, okay, this is a couple. I already know who the other couple is. It's very obvious too. We've been seeing them since, what, episode 8 or 9? It's very obvious what that other couple is, but why do I literally have in my notes, I just say Jun-seo? It's just Jun-seo. Oh, it's because I thought by her giggle, like, I thought because Ji-yeon giggled, I was like, oh, she chose Jun-seo. That's the giggle she would do if she chose Jun-seo. She chose Jung-soo. Which I also knew that was gonna happen because she's the girl that's gonna be like, I need to explore all my options and see how they make me feel before I actually make a decision, even though we knew what her decision was. Yeah. But I get it. I get why she chose Jung-soo. Yeah. But because she chose Jung-soo, it didn't leave anyone for Yoo-jin to take. And I was like, oh, she's gonna take Tae-ho. But of course she didn't take Tae-ho. She took Jung-hoon. And Jung-hoon is real because every time Yoo-jin tried to be like, wow, we have so much in common, he'd be like, wanna go for a swim? She'd be like, wow, I didn't know that about you. Wanna go hit that jacuzzi? Wanna go eat? You done eating? Let's go. I love him for that. He's so for hygiene. Like, he was like, you're trying to fall in love? We're not doing that, babe. We didn't come here to discuss things. It was either hygiene or nobody. But yeah, I was very surprised that Yoo-jin didn't pick Tae-ho because I thought they were going to go as friends. I thought she was going to be like, because I know nothing ended up right for you or me, why not let's go as just friends? And also they had like something underneath brewing because they were friends, so I was like, oh, maybe this could be like the start. This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, I thought that was gonna happen for them, but it didn't because she chose Hongjun. Jung-hoon. Even though Dong-ho said, don't choose me, it's never gonna happen, Haelin still chose Dong-ho, and of course, she asked again, are you sure? He was like, yeah, I'm so sure. Me and A-rin are soulmates. Beloved, you don't have a chance. So, good for Dong-ho, good for A-rin, love them bad, and he didn't carry Haelin's bag. I peeped that because every time a man is carrying a girl's bag, they're like, he's carrying her bag. But he did not carry her bag, which per. Truth be told, truthfully, I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't care about any of these dates. Haelin and Dong-ho, boring. They don't like well, she likes him, he doesn't like her. That was boring. Yoo-jin and Jung-hoon, didn't care about that because it's one-sided. Also, she was just like, there's nothing there. Like, they literally don't have a thing. So I was just really confused as to why she chose him. So that date was obviously going to be boring. Jung-soo and Ji-yeon, I thought something was going to come out of that date. Like, it was going to be, like, interesting. But their conversations needed to be had. And it was the conversations that I didn't care to be part of. Boring. The way he's just like... Hello? Boo, get up. But, at the same time, when Jung-soo was carrying around that rose and set, I've been meaning to give this to you for so long. After Tae-ho gave you that bouquet of flowers, I felt embarrassed and didn't want to take away from his moment. He's a man that yearns. He's a man that longs. That's the kind of man you want. A man that yearns. A man that yearns for you. And like, he wrote a note, what was it? He wrote how he felt about her, and I was like, he yearns. And that's so real of him. That made me not like him anymore. I was just like, maybe he's not so bad. Maybe he's cool, you know? Also, I love that when they came back from the date, Jung-hoon immediately went to greet Haejin. Yes. When they had the beach scene, like their little beach out, sun's out, guns out, buns out, and Ji-yeon was like, where's Jun-seo? While she was with Jung-soo. That's when I knew she was gonna be all for Jun-seo, because she's literally like with a group of people and she's looking for that one person. That's how you know you're in love. That's how you know you're in love. If you're in a group of people, you're dancing, and then time stops her and you're like, where's Jun-seo? And you don't see him in that sea of people, and boom, there he is on a cliff, and you're like, you know, she's in love. She's in love. It's also so crazy that as soon as Ji-yeon let Tae-ho go, his screen time went from here to here. You do not see from that man. You do not hear from that man. He does not appear. He doesn't exist anymore. And that's so sad because, okay, I realize it took me some time because I had to think back to, this is their first time meeting. This is everyone's first time meeting. And he immediately starts, he lays it on thick. He love bombs. And it took me a while to realize that he's a love bomber. And that is not okay, because she probably felt really frustrated and didn't want to tell him, but she probably did not like that. I'ma just let it be known. Love bombing is not okay, guys. No. But yeah, his screen time went from boom to boom. Did not see him, hear from him, nothing. He was a ghost. Baby, he not even there. He's just a figment of all our imaginations. We all made Tae-ho up. He does not exist, actually. Okay, final predictions before we actually see the couples. Ji-yeon and Jun-seo. A-rin and Dong-ho. That's all I thought. And then we find out Ji-yeon and Tae-hwan also match, which I didn't think that was gonna happen because Ji-yeon does not really like that boy. Even Tae-hwan called it out and was like, you were thinking a bit too hard. You look like your face wanted to say no, but you were just like, whatever, let's see how this goes. Yeah. He knew that that girl did not really like him, and they would just be like, whatever, let's see. We all could see it. We all knew, we all could see it. Yeah. My pet peeve with how the show goes is that it's all the time that one person will have like 3 people like going for them, and then literally everyone is just like forgotten. Like, we have the first season where it was 3 boys for Gia. I don't remember the second. And Soki, she had 3 boys. That was the second season. And then third season, Guani had 3 girls for him. And then we have Dong-ho had 3 girls. And then this is the first time I think it's been like 2 people had 3 people going for them. Usually just one person that has 3 people going for them. But no, we had 2 people this season with 3 contenders. Dong-ho had his 3 girls, and then Ji-yeon had her 3 boys. It kind of makes me mad that people don't give up. And everybody's just like, no, I'll be the one to win her heart. And they never get to know anyone. I feel like they don't even get to know anyone else. They're just like, this girl's beautiful, she's my type, we're going all in. They don't even try to talk to anyone else who may not be their type. And that kind of irritates me, because it's like, I wish we could have more couples in like any season, but of course we can't. We only end up with like 1 to 3 couples, if even 3. It's usually 1 or 2. I think it's usually 1 or 2 couples. And then it's always like, one of the girls will think that guy is going to come to them and goes to the popular girl still. That happened in, I think it was the season that Lee Nadine was on. 2nd season, maybe? Dex was on it too. Yeah, 2nd season. Where I thought the one guy was gonna go to the girl that's like the athletic built girl with the red hair. I thought he was gonna go to her, and ended up going to Soki. So yeah, That is my one like biggest pet peeve. But there's no way that you can stop that, change that, whatever, unless like the producers get like more handsy and is like, okay, we cannot have this anymore. It has to be 2 people max. We need more couples. We can't just have the same 1 or 2 couples. We need a variety. But yeah, that's just a little pet peeve of mine that is never going to change. But I hate it when it happens. I always hate it when somebody just has multiple people going for them. Like, guys, give up. Girls, give up. Somebody. It especially made me mad on Gwani season because he did not deserve all those girls to like him. He did not. He was such a red flag. Like, he was a horrible person. He wasn't a horrible person, but he was definitely annoying. Like, think of Ji-yeon, but way, way worse. Like, Ji-yeon wasn't even bad. What annoyed me about Ji-yeon was every time she was with someone, she was like, okay, I like them more. Or if she was with this person, she'd like them more. That was Gwani too, because he used to do that. He would be like, oh, I spent more time with her. I like her more. Like, she went up on the scale, and that girl went down on the scale because I haven't seen her in a day. But like, he made it so weird. But yeah, I'm gonna stop ranting about this because I'm talking in a circle and it's something that's never gonna change. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, my favorite couple this season, drumroll, Dong-ho and A-rin. Who would have guessed? Who would have thought? They were the most like Ji-yeon and Jun-seo were like a for sure couple, but Dong-ho and A-rin were the most for sure couple in my eyes. Like, I knew that was gonna happen when they started talking about like how much they have in common, like where they live and where they work. I was like, okay, this is a couple for sure. No doubt in my mind about it. Like, they were gonna make it to the end. Even though all these girls tried to, like Haylin, she was taking that man, and she probably could have, but fate was not on her side like it was on A-rin's. This season was enjoyable. I will say, I don't know. Every season I'm just like, it's good, but it's not like good, you know? I feel like the first 2 seasons, especially this, I feel like the first 2 seasons were really interesting because it was like something new. Like the first season, I remember like being like, what? The second season, we had Dex, who literally came in that 3-way game and just won, and I was like, what? Third season, we had Gwani. He kept things interesting, but I don't know in a good or a bad way yet. And then this season, I feel like this season they made it too much about one person, and it got annoying for me. Like, we didn't even get to see Haejin and Hongjun. We didn't even get to see Haejin and Jonghoon's like relationship forming. We didn't see any conversations from them when we could have, but we saw like 2. You know, like, they really don't show like other couples. It's always just the one person who's having a trouble picking that we focus on, and they're not, and it's never really the most interesting thing. Like, okay, we get it, she can't choose, move on. He can't choose, move on to the next people. Please don't show for the whole hour, for 45 minutes, do not show me one person and their couples. It gets old, you know. But yeah, it has been fun covering this show. Y'all know I love this show. I like this show. Let's not say love. Like is a strong word. I love dating shows. I don't think I have a favorite dating show. I like them all. I think for a little bit, Singles Inferno probably was a favorite, like one of the favorites. I don't think I really like any of them anymore because they're all getting like boring. Predictable, boring, annoying. Everyone's looks the same. Like, it's kind of getting boring. I remember when dating shows used to be so diverse and so like well-rounded. Well-rounded, I don't know about that word, but I'm gonna use it. Well-rounded. It's the same thing it's the same thing every single time. Love is Blind, boring. Too Hot to Handle, boring. Love Island, almost every single girl looks the same. Not boring, but getting boring. Singles Inferno, there's always throughout the seasons, girls have been looking the same. It's kind of getting boring. Season 2 through 4 have had interesting parts. I won't say they were interesting all the way through, but they've had interesting moments. Yeah. Dating shows. Yeah. I was saying before I went into the whole rant about dating shows, I enjoyed covering this show. If you want to see me talk about any other shows, just let me know. And if you want to chat about the ending, the show, episodes 1 through 12, don't matter what. It doesn't have to be about just 11 and 12. It could be about any episode. Let me know. Just leave a comment, hit me on Instagram, anything. Until next year, when we get another season. Maybe, if we do. Bye!